I'd like to welcome everybody to the Township of Nipissing Recreation Meeting on Monday, March 3rd. Before we get started, we have to appoint a chair to our meeting this evening because our chair had to send regrets. We have a nomination to appoint chair.
I'll appoint Shelley for tonight.
Do we have a seconder? Julie, okay. All in favor? I'll let you carry it. And then I'll let you continue on asking for pecuniary interest.
Awesome. Do we have any disclosure of pecuniary interest? I see none. Okay, so we're going to approve the minutes of the committee meeting held February 3rd. I need a mover and a seconder. Mark?
Could I ask for an amendment, please, to them?
Sure.
On the fall 2024 chair yoga wrap-up, I'd like the amount that we collected to be $171.35 rather than $1,000. So if we can amend the minutes, please.
Absolutely, we can take care of that.
And just on a note to that, Mark, the amount that was sent to the food banks, there was an additional amount added in because we had taken in some money at one of our team dances. And it didn't make sense to send such a small amount on. So there was actually some additional amount sent to both of the food banks. So just again, thanks on behalf of the Recreation Committee that we did that for both the food banks.
Great, thank you, Kim. That's great.
A seconder? We have it.
We have it.
Tom. Moving a seconder? All in favor, sorry, yes. All in favor, thank you. So you need to get me back in practice.
Yeah.
It's all good.
So discussion items, let's walk through those. First on the agenda was the Bottle Drive update.
So this round, Bear Creek, we had 182 and Wolf Lake came in at 91.90. And usually this month is a little slower, and as the nicer weather starts coming in and people start cleaning up and getting out a little more, we'll start getting the 2 or 3 hours of doing empties again. So thank you, everybody that come out.
And then next on the agenda is the Family Day wrap-up. Okay, so at the end of it, we ended up, thank you for everybody that came out to volunteer because it was fantastic. We had a great time. We sold $854 total in spaghetti dinners and $25 in donations. There were 66 adult meals, 3 kids meals, so a total of 69, which is pretty good. It's just slightly under what we did last year. We had 12 volunteers in attendance, so thank you to everybody that volunteered, and then our voodoo players and the coaches that came out to help. It was kind of fun. It was good. I just think it was a great time. Any thoughts?
So we'll have the final numbers for April.
Yeah.
So we're still just collecting receipts and bills, and so we'll have it on April's.
Great feedback on the taste of the spaghetti from a group that came.
Thank you. We'll have to make sure he understands, and if there's any feedback, we'll change whatever we gotta change, right? That'd be good.
Sorry, did we have an update from the Family Day from the state? Was there an update on
I
that?
missed the Family Day.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Started with
Family Day, but then we went to
you went on
spaghetti
to
dinner.
spaghetti
That's
dinner.
okay, I just didn't want to make sure I missed it, that's all.
Okay, so let's amend that.
It's okay.
Okay, so let's move over to Family Day wrap up. Anybody want to talk to it?
It was a great night. It snowed and we shoveled the rink and the fireworks were fantastic.
The
And-
quick head count, we did at one point, I think it was 70 to 80. I
Oh,
believe,
awesome.
was the rough head count. So I think that's amazing for the,
Yeah,
I think the hot chocolate and the marshmallows went over very well. People enjoyed that.
yeah, I believe we went through about 1.5 urns roughly. We threw about a half, I think it was.
Yeah,
about half.
about half out.
So which is good,
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
I don't believe there was many marshmallows left, or I didn't see any. If they were
There was a
around.
couple of bags.
Couple of bags.
Oh.
left.
Yeah,
They're in the box there.
Okay,
yeah.
But everybody loved the fireworks.
They were
You outdid
fantastic.
yourselves.
The nicest thing about the fireworks for this event is we can shoot them off so early,
Mhm.
so all family can attend. We don't have to wait until 10 o'clock, 10:15 or. So yeah, it's amazing.
And there were a lot of skaters too, which was nice to see.
Yes.
Yeah, I think everyone liked that.
That's awesome. It was nice to see families skating together and you got new skaters and old people that were just buzzing around. So, and they were all very respectful, I think, the kids.
Some people that haven't been on skates for years.
Anything else for Family Day? No? Okay, let's move on to trivia, or no, winter cards discussion.
So winter cards, unfortunately, we've had absolutely no one attend. And we've run it for 4 weeks now, or 4 sessions. So I don't think it makes sense to carry on with it.
That makes sense. I agree.
So we have a motion for a decision.
Okay. Okay, so we have a motion and that winter cards will be canceled as of March 3rd, 2025 due to lack of participation. A mover and a seconder? Perfect, thank you. Julie? And Kathy. All in favor?
Doesn't mean we can't look at it again later on.
Oh, we
And
tried,
maybe
but
try a different time or different day or.
Just, sorry.
Okay, I can- Oh, thank you.
Next is family scavenger hunt. Trivia night? Trivia, oh, I am like
Second.
every second one, trivia night.
So it's all ready. So the registration's gonna open tomorrow. The rules are all done up. We're gonna stick with the same rules that we had last time. The DJ is booked. And we already have a few people inquiring, so we're gonna have a few teams ready to register tomorrow. There was one thought about, somebody suggested maybe the rec committee putting a team in. Any thoughts about the rec committee wanting to put a team in?
I would totally do it, but I don't know if I'm gonna be here. That's my problem.
Okay, well, you have a little bit to think about it.
Yeah. It was fun. I'll be honest, we put a
Yeah.
team in, I think council put a team in last time. We had fun. It was a challenge, but we had fun.
Any other comments or?
Included in your package there is the letter that Kristen sent out to, a lot of the community partners asking for donations. She's only heard back from 2 for donations so far at this point. So there is a motion that she has here asking if she doesn't get enough donations coming in as it approaches closer to the night, to purchase prizes for the trivia night, if the committee wants to consider that as it gets closer, because I think the trivia night will happen as it gets closer to the meeting. So if the committee wants to consider that, she just wanted me to mention that as at tonight's meeting. So,
Yeah, the next meeting is 2 days after. so-
yeah, so it would need to be done at this meeting. So, I know she'll follow up as it gets closer. Some were emailed, some were mailed out to committees, and some are the community partners, and some were dropped off in person and that. So I know she was waiting, but she's only heard back from 2 of the, I think she sent it out to close to 30 partners, so.
So maybe we can, if you see anything, maybe we can try and help and put some feelers out and see if we can remind some people. Especially, we know a lot of people out and about. Maybe we can nudge some of our people out in the community.
But do we want a motion as well in case?
Yeah, do
Yeah.
you think so? What are we thinking?
Well, yeah, we need a motion so that it's already sent. So we can vote on it.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Maybe we can help her out with, I'm thinking like maybe $200.
Yeah, she wrote the motion is to request funds to purchase prizes for trivia night not exceeding, and she didn't, so that it would keep it below a certain amount.
That's good.
Would that work for
Yeah, I
us?
think that's good, fine.
So I need a mover and a seconder. Julie, happy?
Andrew's not here too.
Oh, Andrew? Okay.
Sorry, I was blocking his view.
All in favor? So, perfect. And I won't skip, I promise, it's family scavenger hunt day. So it's April 19th. I think we just need to finalize some planning and some thoughts on it today. So, do you want me to,
Yeah, if you wanna start,
So I think we need to, and we talked about it, we've done the scavenger piece of it for the last 2 years. We had some thoughts from some of our volunteers put out there, and they thought maybe to switch it up a little bit maybe this year. Where you have the younger kids doing something a little bit different. So older kids out and about doing the scavenger hunt, they would have to stay together as a group. So I think thoughts are maybe like ages 10 to 12. And then they would go and they'd find that piece, take a picture and bring the picture back to prove that they did it as a group. Because what we were finding happening is they'd all just scatter.
Yeah.
And it kind of, we lost the whole sense of it, right? The 3 and under, we could put them in the rink. And within the rink boards, and they could find eggs. And then 5 to 9, we can go putting eggs out in the field, and they can go searching for eggs out in the field. It's something a little bit different. Thoughts?
I think definitely you have to, break it up because not everybody's at the same level, right? As
Yeah.
young children to 12-year-olds total. Huge gap. So I think it's a great idea.
And we'll still have the row of things to do, the cookie decorating,
So we have some thoughts. I came up with a
Okay.
really cool idea, but I let Will.
nope, I just printed it off. So you
Wait, so
can show it around.
I was thinking we could do something maybe a little different this year, and I was looking around, and I thought maybe we could have the kids plant flowers this year.
It's cute.
So they have these little pots, and they're little tulip pots, very inexpensive. And then they could literally, we could buy the topsoil, help them put it in it, they could put their seed in it and take it home. Which might be something a little different, they'll see something grow and have some fun with it. I was just thinking that in place of something else, like, you're right, they love the cookies.
Yeah.
And Dee has graciously offered to bake the cookies again for us. And I'm sure we've all eaten more than a few of them, they're really good, right? So, but thoughts on planters, I just thought it'd be something a little different. And they could take it home with them.
Where did you get that? Like, where are those from?
We found them on
Amazon.
Oh,
Amazon.
Amazon.
Are
And
they
I-
already painted?
Yeah.
Okay, because I was at one where they painted them.
Oh, yeah.
That's cute.
So what also we have downstairs is we have stickers,
Oh, yeah.
like Easter
Yeah,
stickers.
yeah, mhm.
Move some around.
Mhm.
Yeah, so they could sticker them, they could do stuff on the outside of them too if they wanted to. I thought it'd be something a little fun, right?
Mhm.
And because normally what we've been doing is we've been putting like bubbles and skipping ropes and everything else in them, and I thought it'd just be something a little different. Now, if you still want,
Would you be looking at?
what size?
What kind of seeds would you be looking at? Something
I'm
fast
going
like
to somebody-
beans or
I'm going to
sunflowers?
somebody that knows more about it than I do, because I do not have a green thumb.
Yeah.
Right?
Beans grow really quickly.
Yeah.
Okay,
Sunflowers are nice, or even herbs.
herbs might sound really good, and then they can leave them in their kitchen.
Mhm.
And they smell so nice. So whatever you guys think, that's what you, because you're on this committee with me, right? So-
I'm just gonna do the icing. Yeah, okay.
You just have to give me thoughts, and we can work, we can take team it together, because we have Cal to help, and then Mark was backing us up.
Yeah.
So I just think it'll be fun, right?
Oh, yeah.
Would you be able to give them the decision? Like if they wanted to do beans or sunflowers or herbs, or is that too hard? Sorry, I don't plant, so I'm not sure.
I mean, you get one packet of seeds usually has, like in sunflowers, you get 10, 15 seeds in a packet. beans, if you want bean seeds, I've got a ton I save for my garden.
So it's something we could have a variety of and they can pick their own.
They can-
Oh, that's cool.
That's a good idea. Yeah,
Nice,
And then they know what, they get to choose what they're getting.
yeah.
okay.
And it's not like it's expensive. You can get packets of beans at Dollar Tree.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
So that's that.
That should be good.
Cookies is still a go. And egg decorating, still wanna do egg decorating?
Okay, good with that?
Okay, so 3 years and under inside the ring, looking for eggs.
Mhm.
5 to 9, looking for eggs in the field. And 10 to 12 is a scavenger hunt pictures kind of thing?
Yep.
Okay, just something we can start the flyer change on it.
So we'd have to change the name. Well, sorry, maybe not change the name a little bit.
Any thoughts on a name?
Family Easter Fun Day.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah,
I like it.
I'll make note on that and let Kristen know for the flyers, so.
Yeah, I got some notes here too. So we can- So we're gonna change the registration to the 14th to open it and go to roughly the April 4th to give time to get numbers in. And we can purchase everything, make sure we have enough of everything. If everybody's okay with that?
When are you opening it, Will?
The 14th instead of the 21st. Yes. Excellent. Well, thank you. We have enough to start the changes on that flyer.
We have another meeting before then, so we're good, right?
Yep, but well, we'll get the flyer out because the registration will open mid-March. If everybody's okay with that?
Mhm.
Thank you.
Right, next is baking events discussion.
just looking at the flyer here, I think we do have to have a registration fee for sure. And also, you have to sign up because we need to know what to
So
buy.
I was thinking, looking at everything, I put their suggestion April the 1st for opening
April 1st, okay,
and the event's on the 10th. How long?
of May.
Yeah, May.
Yeah.
But do you need a week or two to make sure we have all the supplies?
Oh, I
or-
need a week.
A week, okay.
Yeah,
So if we were to close it on April the 30th,
that's fine.
okay,
Also, I wanted to discuss having it, a maximum.
that was on my, yeah,
Yeah,
maximum. And the other question I had was group sizes. Is this an individual or is it a group setting? And ages? Are we looking at?
well, I think, I mean, it could be a mother or a parent and their child for sure, but it's an individual thing.
Individual, okay.
Yeah. And the only problem I have is with we have 2 ovens and each batch takes 30 minutes to cook. So do we want to have them cook them here or take the dough home and cook it? I don't know because if we had, well, it depends on how many people we have. Right? If we have, say 15 or 20 people, that's a lot of cook time.
Mhm.
Is this an event that's gonna run from 10 to 1, or is it something that you schedule in at maybe like 10 a group, 10:30 a group, 11?
Oh, that's even a possibility.
Not sure if that would help you
Yeah.
out with your cook time and everything, or how?
They still have to make the dough and do it right, even if you do it on the half hour, it's not gonna give enough time.
I'm
to-
not sure, I'm just throwing it
Yeah.
So it would
Make
be, yeah, it would have to be an hour
Right.
each.
Yeah.
each time, yeah, just to, it doesn't take long to prepare it, but
Right.
then it's the cook time and these ovens you need a little bit longer, I
Yeah.
think, just speaking to
So we
Shelley
did
Bateman
one
about
at
it.
10, 11, and 12,
Yeah.
and have so many people
Yeah,
per
so how
group.
many do we want per group?
Well, if you could probably fit Depends on how many else fit on a tray, but if you can get one batch on a tray, and you get two different people in each oven, so you do 4 at a time,
Correct,
right?
yeah. So 4, 8, 12.
And if you're doing individual, like, so if somebody were to come, like if I were to come with my daughter, is
Mhm.
that one,
Yes,
right?
yes.
So and then are you doing a registration fee for each of us or for the one? Like, that's the other thing to figure out.
Well, I think the registration fee should be based on like a dozen scones,
Okay, okay,
right?
perfect,
Because the recipe I have will make a dozen.
perfect. Okay,
So if you want 2 dozen, then it's double, right? But yeah, I think that's great to have it. And so if we do 4 people at a time.
time, perfect.
Yeah, you have to think about the space on the tables too.
Correct, yeah, yeah. So we'll prep out here and then take them in and
No, would you wanna do one at 1 o'clock too and end by 2, or do you wanna
Sure.
end for 1 o'clock?
so if we do, then that's a total of 16 then, right? So 10 to 11, 11 to 12, 12 to 1, 1 to 2. That's perfect for me. And I
So
believe
four
Kristen
per
is
group.
helping me. Because I spoke to Chris and I think she's still gonna be here.
Yeah, I think Kristen is helping you on it as well.
Right, okay.
And what kind of entry fee for registration?
Can I speak on that next meeting? Think about it?
It's going out
Or
April
no?
1st.
Oh, no, I can't. Yeah, I'll tell you what it is, that the recipe is 2 cups of flour, a half a cup of sugar, 1 egg, a half a cup of milk, and a half a cup of butter and baking powder. So what's that cost?
Round figures, can you do it for 10 or is it?
I
more?
would say 10 should be enough, yeah. I would say 10 would be more
Yeah.
than enough.
10 per?
10 per
Yeah.
person, $10 a person.
And I
And then
think
you get
that's
the
reasonable.
recipe,
Yeah,
and then you
yeah,
get 12 scones.
Scones. That's less than
And you
$1 a
learn.
scone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I think $10.
Are we good with that? Can we go, do you wanna move on?
So that's gonna be a total of 16 people then. That's our max for at each time slot.
Yeah.
Okay,
Thank you. Okay, we can start and finish that one.
Okay, next is teen dance.
So I have Julie and Kim.
yes.
Kim has graciously stayed on for both team
yes.
dances.
Oh, yes, so
Yes, we
excited.
have fun.
Yes, we do have fun.
Um,
The kids are great.
Just looking at this poster, we had decided the last dance, and I think we spoke about it at one of our meetings, just breaking up the ages a bit. So we had thought maybe 4:30 to 6:30 for the younger kids,
4:30, okay.
and then 7 to 10 for the older kids.
7 to 10.
What does everybody think about that?
What were the ages groups?
What did we say, 10 to like 13 and then 14 to 16?
I think so. I'm just wondering if that earlier time, that 4:30 is gonna be a bit too early. Like if we're gonna have anybody, because sometimes at 7, we're even
Yeah,
not getting anybody here.
okay.
Because it's
So-
Friday night.
Because,
as
yeah,
well.
Oh,
So,
work, yeah.
like, I'm wondering if we,
5 to 7 and 8 to 10?
or,
Yeah.
yeah,
5 to
if
7,
we
8 to
go
10.
into even that 7 time and go a little bit later into the older kids get like that 7:30 to 10 or what have you, and the younger kids get a little bit longer. I don't know, I think just because they're younger, like a 13-year-old's gonna be like, well, I'm done now. Now what do I do for the rest of the evening? Even if we go till 8 with them, and then the older kids go 8 to 10, and the younger kids are maybe,
What, just throwing this out here just quick, 5:30 to 7:15 and 7:30 to 10. And there's a 15-minute switchover.
Yeah, I mean,
Just
anything
throwing
works
it
for
out.
me.
I just,
yeah.
I don't,
okay, so the first group from 5:30 to 7 would be what age, sorry?
well, do we think 10 is too young? You want to do 11, 12 and 13-year-olds?
I think we keep it at 11.
Okay.
Because I even think sometimes the 13-year-olds are thinking the 11-year-olds are too young
Right,
sometimes, and I
okay.
think if we make it 10,
10.
it's gonna be even a bit too much, so I think 11 is
So
good.
11 to 12,
11, 12 and 13-year-olds, so
Yeah.
11 to 13,
13.
and then 14 to 16,
14
14,
to
15 and 16-year-olds.
And Felicity, it was you that was hearing about the age group, so do you think that if, in terms of breaking it up, is that what would be, you think more
Probably,
people
yeah.
would come if we split it up that way?
Definitely, because a lot of the like 14, 15-year-olds were saying that the 11-year-olds would just start running around and they're trying to hang out with their friends. So definitely splitting it up will probably.
So that split looks reasonable.
Yeah.
You think those
Okay.
ages are good?
Yeah,
Okay.
10-year-olds aren't
It's too young.
quite there
Yeah, okay.
yet. So
Okay, and what about the times? Like, I think 5:30 is still, to me, I'm wondering if it's a bit early, but all we can do
You
is
could
try
try
it for
it.
this first one.
We'll try it for the first one,
Yeah.
5:30.
Because we
You
probably
also-
don't want to go past 10 o'clock,
Mm-mm.
No,
no,
so.
16-year-olds still kind of have curfews.
yeah.
Okay. Donations to the food bank, do we want to continue that? Do we want to go do something else? Do you want?
We never, I don't think we really had a good,
We didn't have, like, if they came in with nothing, that was okay too. It was like.
No, of course. Oh,
Yeah,
100%.
absolutely,
we
like,
didn't have a lot.
no.
So you
Bring,
just want to have a fun day,
I think so.
and then couple canteen ideas would be great, so I can start working on that.
Well, we only offered free water last
Water, yeah.
time.
Want to continue with that? How did that go? having a
Excellent.
pop.
Yeah, I think we had 2 kids maybe ask for pop the
Yeah.
last time.
So
I think the
water-
water was,
A hit. And,
Yeah.
and the first time, with the pop, we didn't sell very much. pop.
Yeah, no, that's,
and the ones we did sell, when we cleaned up later, we were throwing out half cans,
Yeah, we don't want-
3/4
we don't want
cans,
that.
like, it really wasn't a big, they really appreciated the water.
Mhm.
And it's gonna be June, it's gonna be warm, so, yeah.
Yeah, free water.
any kind of snacks or candies, little
They
chips?
love those, sour
Gummies,
gummy things.
yeah,
Love them.
yeah.
Okay, just the sour or the plain as well?
Well,
They would eat the plain too, the sour is more of a hit, I think,
I
Yeah.
agree.
So you just want sour? Okay,
yeah.
Yeah, let's just go sour candies.
any other?
They like the chips, but I wouldn't get a huge variety. If you can get a variety, like I would either say plain and one other kind, because they were happy, like, they were just happy with what was there. I don't think we need, 5 or 6 different kinds, because then we're just left with it, so,
So plain and?
What about Doritos or something?
yeah, that's
Yes,
probably a good
yes,
idea, yeah.
Doritos.
Yeah, something different, because then they get a chip and something different. Yeah, that's a great
Perfect.
suggestion, so.
Awesome.
And then we don't need chocolate bars, or do we?
We had them the last time and they did like them. That's right. I forgot we had
I
the chocolate
believe the
bars.
chocolate bars actually went really well. I don't think there was too many left over.
No, and we
Yeah.
kept them
I
simple
was
too.
just
We
gonna
did
say the same.
Arrow
Kit
and Kit
Kat.
Kat.
Yeah, and arrow,
So you want to do the same? Arrow Kit Kat?
sure.
Awesome, thank you. Okay, we got enough to start that one and finish that. Thank you.
And in terms of prices, we kept everything easy.
Everything's
like a
50
dollar
cents or
50.
something.
Yeah, like we kept it simple, like,
I believe what we did last time, we just took the cost of everything and we just divided and went to an easy number.
yeah,
Right.
Cost recovery kind of.
Okay,
Yeah.
so let's do
Okay.
that again.
Thank you.
Perfect. Next on the agenda is Canada Day.
Okay. Hi, Andrew. I haven't had a chance to talk to you. So we're just looking for a couple directions. So I'm just looking at last year's flyer. So it's gonna be June 28th this year. Couple things, do we want a DJ again? we went with a DJ the last couple of years and it was good. So we have temporarily booked a DJ just to, because Canada Day gets booked for everybody. So is that something the committee would like to continue with, or?
I think the DJ's a nice, I think
Yeah,
people like
it's that
music.
background sound.
Yeah,
Okay, DJ,
plus he can make announcements and that kind of thing too, which is always great, right?
And he was great. He played all Canadian content last year, which was
Oh, yeah, that's
fantastic.
right.
Mhm.
yeah, it was awesome, okay. We had, the balloon art, face painting. Any thoughts on that, or
It's a hit.
both of them, or?
Yeah, I think so.
And then, so we got those two. We have the magician. That was a big hit.
Oh, that was a huge hit.
And the other thought somebody had was maybe the reptile camp again, with a little bit of direction, kind of what we would like to see. Just a couple thoughts on those. It's not official, we're just gonna start working on a few things if,
I didn't really notice if the reptile thing was a big hit or not.
so we did the reptile at
The fall
Fall Community
Community Day.
event.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's where
Yeah.
I saw it.
So the balloon art, what's everybody thought on that? And then inflatables, we were asked again, is that something we wanna look at another avenue? We had some scheduling errors last year,
Oh,
so,
Have we budgeted for it?
so we have 5,000 budgeted for this event. And we took the recommendation of the committee and we're not gonna apply for the grant this year. And that gives us the ability to do it on the day we choose. So
Correct, yeah.
we'll be doing it on the Saturday or Sunday the 20th.
Yeah.
So fireworks, usually it's been in the past about $1,000, so we have about a $4,000 budget. The cake slash cupcakes,
Cupcakes,
when we
yeah.
look at that later. Kim, do you happen to remember that, kinda?
I meant to pull out
I
that
wanna
sheet.
see-
Oh, you know what? I can probably tell you.
Just-
If you give me 2 seconds, I can just go back into the minutes. So if
It
you
was
keep
less than
talking-
5,
Yeah,
And we'll do cupcakes again?
that's gonna be up to the committee, we'll have that discussion after. I just want to see if the committee wants to look at the balloon, the face painting, the magic, the reptile, I just wanna start putting some feelers out and getting some pricing and availabilities.
I did see there was a second.
Okay,
It's she's called the Blue Girl, I think.
okay.
So,
Every time I looked over, there was a line up for the balloons and for the face painting.
So you wanna see, we'll see if we can get the
So I
balloon,
think the
face
children
painting.
really liked that.
What about the magic?
They loved that.
Okay. And reptile, or is that something we wanna look at for another event?
Because I think you've got a lot going on.
Okay. What about inflatable? That's
Got a lot
something-
of work.
It was asked though a lot.
Pardon?
It was asked.
Kids love it.
Would that have been because we advertised it and then?
Maybe. What was that? The inflatable.
How much for they?
I can get some up-to-date pricing and availability. So I'll get pricing for that.
so last year, I'm just going by the motion that we had on here. For some reason, I think it was a little bit more for the cupcakes. I had on here $200, but I think once
Two fifty seems to ring a bell
I think
now.
it was $250 once I got the actual cost from the store, but I believe it was under $300. And the nice thing is we had none left at the end of the day and they were great. They put a Canada flag in each cupcake
Mhm.
and they split an order of half vanilla, half chocolate. So
Mhm.
it was great that way.
well, next part about that too is you don't have to buy the cutlery, so it's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And
Yeah,
you're not
all,
Cutting it
Exactly.
Yeah.
and handing it out.
Just grab and go.
yeah, all we needed was napkins which was great.
Mhm.
So,
Okay, that's perfect. That will give us a good
Yeah.
start for Canada Day. Thank
yeah.
you.
And if you, did you need any of the costs, Will, from the other things? Cause I have it here. No? Okay.
Because we're gonna have to get up to date with the inflation and. You know. Okay, thank you very much. That's great. That'll give us a great start.
Next on the agenda is the music market. And I have a note from Lisa, because this is for her events. So she's got a couple of requests out for quotes for music. She's working on getting the information together for a flyer and a save the date for it. So, for the market end of things. So I'll be able to update us on our next event.
We'll put that on the agenda for the next event. Or
That's in
next
the
agenda.
fall?
Correct. It will
Okay.
be
I think it's in July.
July 24th.
Okay, and fitness center equipment update.
So the first thing I'll bring attention to everybody is we had to put a memo out to our members about bringing equipment into the fitness center. We've had some equipment brought in that wasn't purchased through the township, and a couple of the pieces of equipment were unsafe. So we've asked that no equipment be brought in, and anything they'd like to see, to send us a request and we will put it on for purchase and thoughts. So the intentions are well, for sure, but the liability and stuff could be, because we get our equipment inspected annually. So I've already got one inquiry that they'd like to see, so we'll bring that forward later on. So we are gonna look at replacing a few pieces of equipment this year from reserve, because we build a reserve up and repairs and maintenance. So we're looking at another treadmill to replace the old one of the first gens that keeps giving us problems. Another elliptical to replace the one. And then another bike. So then next year, we'll look at some more the year after. Because a lot of the equipment was all purchased at once through the grant. So it's starting to get old and start obsolete parts. Like we have some handles and stuff that were broken and unfortunately we can't get parts anymore. So, and knock on wood, this year, we won't have to do a lot of repairs and stuff, so we can start focusing on new equipment and moving forward.
Well, can I ask, did you take a look at the security system down there? I know at one point we had a discussion about people bringing in multiple people on there.
Yes, it's still on our radar and we are looking.
Okay, so it's not budgeted.
It's not budgeted this year because we had to do some repair on the system we have. But for the security and safety of everybody, it's still on our radar. I think that was a good question. I just wanted to bring everybody up to speed a little bit on that.
And next would be Commanda Community Update. This is all, so we have, Lisa sent it along for us. They have a CCC, Commanda Community Center Spring Dance coming up. It's live music. It's a licensed event. Country and classic rock, it says. The admission's $20 and members only pay $15. So it looks like they have the Night Riders coming in. And it's April 26th at 7 p.m. at the community center. And that's all we have for Canada. 26th. And motion to adjourn. I need a mover and a seconder. Tom and Julie. Is that?
So you're gonna be pretty quick on that.
All in favor?
All in favor.
7:10. Next meeting is April 7th